You have a new camera and you're surrounded by friends or family. It's the safest place there is. Snapping a few photos sounds so simple. You're doing it with your phone all the time, aren't you? But it's not. It's hard. As moments become minutes, your mind torments you until the simplest thing in the world becomes an impossible mission. It's okay to not take out my camera today, you think to yourself. I'll just do it next time. But in the back of your mind, you know that next time, you leave your camera at home. Hi everybody, I'm Tim, and I have a day job. My day job does not include anything related to photography. I'm a software developer, so now that I want to learn how to photograph, I bought this camera, and I don't have any prior experience. So naturally taking out a camera is not easy for me, and taking out the camera and photographing, filming as much as you can is the only way to learn the system and how to get better at filmmaking or photography. Now, speaking of these YouTube videos about these YouTubers or photographers taking out their cameras, running and gunning, it looks easy, it looks natural, but we need to remember that they have an experience of years upon years, and most of them, even before they started their YouTube channel, had a camera already in hand. So they know their way around the camera, they're comfortable with the camera. For me, it wasn't easy. I shot up until now with a smartphone, and taking out a smartphone at an event, be it with friends, family, or friends from your company, it's normal, it's natural. Everybody has a phone. Smartphone photography isn't anything new. But taking out a camera isn't easy, because once you take out a camera, which you didn't have before, the center of attention is right on you. Now, you're not just filming with a phone, you're filming with a camera. It depends on the circle of people around you, but it can vary from people not noticing you at all, up to the point of people jumping right at you, telling you to take their photos, filming something, and so on and so on. The important thing to take from here is that the real issue is you. And I don't mean specifically you, I mean your mind. Because your mind starts telling you all these stories about how it's scary to take out your camera. If you're not scared to take out your camera and photograph something or film something, that's okay, it's fine. This video is probably not for you. But I'm one of those people who's just scared, because it's not in my comfort zone. And getting out of this comfort zone is the only way to learn new things. So how can you go about it? How can you take out your camera and be comfortable with it? Well, first you can photograph around your house. The first thing we need to remember is we need to learn about our camera, about the system, and what a camera does. The more we do it, the easier it gets, and the more comfortable we are with the camera. Even before we were comfortable with people, it's important to be comfortable with our cameras. Because if we know or have a slight idea of what we're doing, it's easier for us, and we start to think less about how bad we are or how we'll scrub the photo. Once we've shot a few photos in our house, the span of time doesn't matter. Do it as long as it takes until you feel comfortable. Then you can go outside and start shooting. Now, I'm not talking about in the middle of the city, although if you live in the city, try to pick up a small, quiet place where there aren't a lot of people, if any, and just photograph around. Again, it doesn't have to be an Instagram-worthy picture, just photograph anything and everything. Just take out your camera, play with the settings, be it a lot of light or nighttime. The more you play with your camera, the better you get to know it. Eventually you'll start noticing that strangers are going around you and you're not even noticing. And that's okay, that's good. This means you've made progress. The more you do it, the easier it gets and the more comfortable you're gonna be. Now, if it's hard to shoot around strangers, you can surround yourself with the people you know, be it your friends or family, and you can start small. Start with one person, then go up to 2, 3, 4, 5, and again, the time span doesn't matter. Just take your time and do it as long as it takes until you're comfortable. Now for a bonus tip. Whatever person you know, be it one of your friends or family members, has a camera as well. suddenly taking out a camera can become even more daunting, because we're not only judging ourselves, we're also being judged by someone else. And again, I'm not saying that that specific person, the one with the camera, is judging you. I'm saying that in your mind you're judging yourself, because we're human. That's okay. Well, at first, let me tell you that you're lucky. It might seem daunting at first, but eventually that person can teach you a lot about photographing and filmmaking. In anything in life, the best way to learn is to learn from people who know what they do and who are doing it for a long time. So, before you even start taking out your camera, take that person aside and talk to them. And I'm not talking about doing it while you're at the event or at a gathering when you know you want to take out your camera and photograph something. No. Take them aside at another time, a quiet time when there's nobody around, when there isn't any event or gathering that you want to photograph or film it. And just talk to them. Be straight, be honest, tell them, I have a new camera, I want to learn all there is about the camera, and I'm sure that that person will be supportive of you. If not, it's okay. That person is probably not worthy to be your friend. Just ignore him. Keep doing what you're doing until you're comfortable with your camera, and eventually you'll be able to photograph next to him or her and just ignore him. But on the best case scenario, which I'm pretty sure will happen if the person with the camera is one of your friends or family members, he will be supportive of you. You can take him or her and do a photo shoot. Just photograph something, shoot something, film something. Do it together without any other people around you. And the more you do it, the more you learn from them, the easier it gets to photograph around them, and the easier it gets to photograph around other people. Being around a person who's comfortable taking out their camera makes you more comfortable and makes you more relaxed. Eventually, it will be much easier for you to take out your camera during gathering, be it friends or family, and you'll end up photographing or shooting together. So you're lucky, because I don't know a person like that yet. Starting photography or filmmaking can be daunting, but remember, it's a process. It takes time. It takes time to be comfortable with the camera. It takes time to be comfortable with the exposure triangle and settings and lightings and whatever is around taking a photo or filming, and being comfortable with yourself and other people around you. Because getting out of your comfort zone may be hard, but it's the only way to learn. If you like this video, put a like, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next one. Go out there and film or photograph.